Your allowance isn't cash, it's plastic, a black rectangle with no spending limit. Your father slides it across a 12-foot marble dining table. No speech, no lecture, just 4 words. Don't embarrass the family. You're 12. You think you've won. The first purchase? A $4,800 Gucci backpack. Not because you needed one, because everyone else at school already had one. Your classmates stare. The teachers pretend not to. By 14, Uber Black is normal. Private aviation is for long trips. Commercial airports become something poor people willingly tolerate. You don't know what airline boarding groups are. You've never waited in line. You genuinely believe turbulence costs extra. Your first phone isn't an iPhone. It's a custom gold-plated Virtu. Then comes the titanium iPhone before anyone else can buy it. Your friends ask how. You shrug. Family connection. The truth? Money moves faster than release dates. Your father's assistant knows executives. Executives know manufacturers. Manufacturers know your address. You never touch price tags, because nobody around you does. The card becomes invisible, not because you stop using it, because your brain stops seeing numbers. Breakfast, $180. Coffee, $27. Shoes, $2,400. Dinner, $3,900. None of it feels expensive. You never hear the machine decline. You never hear the word budget. Eventually, money becomes background noise. Your friends save screenshots of their bank balances. You don't know your balance. There isn't one. Your father doesn't ask what things cost. He asks whether they're worth owning. You learn an expensive lesson. Luxury isn't buying expensive things. Luxury is never asking the price. By 16, birthdays become logistical operations. A yacht in Monaco, a DJ flown in from Ibiza, fireworks launched from another country because local regulations were too restrictive, a cake worth more than your chemistry teacher's annual salary, thousands of Instagram likes, 0 genuine memories. Everything starts looking the same. Bentleys, Ferraris, Rolls-Royces, Lamborghinis, different badges, same leather smell, same silence, same drivers. Nothing surprises you anymore, which is terrifying. School becomes strange. Your best friend gets excited over a new PlayStation. You accidentally tell him you have 3. He laughs. You aren't joking. Someone talks about saving for college. You assume that's a scholarship conversation. It isn't. People actually borrow money, with interest. You discover mortgages exist, credit scores, student loans, medical debt, entire adult lives shaped by monthly payments. You feel like you've been living on another planet. Your father notices. He doesn't comfort you. He says something colder. If you don't understand ordinary people, you'll never be able to hire them. That sentence follows you everywhere. Restaurants, hotels, business meetings. You start watching waiters, drivers, receptionists, security guards. Not because you're curious, because you're trying to understand a world you've never lived in. At 18, you receive your own apartment. Not rented, purchased. A $9.4 million penthouse overlooking Central Park. Housewarming gifts arrive. A Richard Mille watch, a McLaren Artura, an original Picasso sketch. Nobody wraps them. Luxury doesn't need ribbons. Your father's contacts become your contacts. You meet hedge fund managers before professors, CEOs before classmates, presidents before celebrities. You slowly realize the richest room isn't loud. It's almost silent. Real wealth whispers. Everyone else performs. Deals worth $800 million happen over dessert. No contracts, no raised voices, just eye contact, then handshakes. The paperwork arrives later. You begin seeing the invisible currency. Trust, reputation, access. Those are worth more than cash. The card wasn't the gift. The rooms were. One night, you ask your father a question you've never asked before. How much are we actually worth? He doesn't answer. Instead, he opens an old photograph. He's 23, standing outside a tiny apartment, one suitcase, two shirts, a borrowed tie. Negative $48,000. That gets your attention. For the first time, your father tells the story. The bankrupt years, the lawsuits, sleeping in the office, missing birthdays, selling his watch to make payroll, watching friends disappear when the money did. The black card suddenly feels heavier. You realize something uncomfortable. Every swipe represents thousands of hours your father spent becoming someone the world couldn't ignore. Every luxury has a receipt. Some are paid in cash. Lies are paid in decades. Years later, the card still works, still never declines, still opens every door. But now you hesitate before using it. Not because you're afraid of spending, because you finally understand what you're spending. Time, sacrifice, reputation, opportunity. You watch people online dream about having a limitless credit card. They're imagining freedom. You know better. Nothing is unlimited. Not money, not ambition, not family, not life. The card never had a limit. You did. And growing up was learning where that limit actually belonged.